What's up, everybody? Back again with another video. When we left off last time, we got back from an extremely long adventure. It went super well. We got so much stuff, so that was freaking awesome that we were able to get all that done without dying. So we ended up getting a few gems. We did a little bit. We got a fishing Autobot, which I would love to set up this episode. Kind of gonna dive into some of that stuff. I'm not sure how long this one will be, but we're gonna do some challenges real quick just for the Island XP. You know, overnight it got us up to like 51,000. I didn't have anything sitting up to let it run, which is why we're only still at 50k, but that's alright, no big deal there. So we're just gonna see what we can do here. Maybe we'll claim a few quests this morning, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's like super early in the morning. I'm heading to Atlanta in the next few hours, so it's gonna be until it's Thursday now, so it's gonna be from today until Monday. So that's happening. So unsure if I'll be able to get some videos up, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna see if I can get some of these edited and scheduled for release over the next few days. But yeah. Anyways, so there's a few things I want to do in that aspect. I want to keep farming some of those gold berries because we're making some pretty decent progress on those. And I want to make sure I keep filling that Autobot with fuel over there and make sure that I have plenty of fuel for everything that's going on. So but yeah, we're gonna slay a few of these. Maybe we'll just do this last challenge up until it's no more slayers. I'll be back and we'll get some things going. Alright, we got some of those quests done, so we're gonna just claim a few of these. We got a bunch of common and one elite, so let's do some of these. Enchant. Oh gosh, another flight orb. I don't need any more of those, man. Come on. Rabbit shards. Log node rabbit shard. Chicken shards, I'm fine with that. Sweet berry, alright. And then the elite is cow shards. You know what? That's fine. Efficiency 3, don't need that. I also don't need the flight orb, so we're just gonna throw that down there. You know what else? I don't need the log node either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these shards in here. Oh, this is my first chicken shards after I crafted the spawner last time. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention. All right, I don't think that I mentioned. I got multiples of these things. So I got this linked ender chest. I can't remember if I showed this in the one episode or not. So it's a chest with the magical ability to link to any other ender chests on the island. So not sure what that's for yet, or if it's kind of like a private vault that I can access on the island, so just like a tiny little bit of storage. So if I do get, if I end up recruiting some members at some point or another, that might be useful. We do have another one of these abandoned airdrop players. I meant to actually show that last episode, but we ended up getting one while in there and using it. So I do have another one of those, which is cool. So we'll probably be doing that in another episode. And then we also have this farming treasure that I found. So it was it's like a rare chance you can find it whenever you're doing any of the quests. So fishing, farming, slaying, or mining. And it's a level 1, so it can be upgraded up to tier 4, and apparently it's super good if you upgrade it. I'm not sure how you get these upgrades, but it says if I apply tier 2 farming upgrade, or yeah, tier 2 farming treasure upgrade, it will upgrade the treasure to tier 2. And that says if I left click it to preview the loot, I could do that. So it has a chance to give us cosmic coins, which I'm still not sure how those are used. A random rare candy, a pet leash, skill tokens, Cosmo slot bot. I think this is what I opened. Did I open this the first episode? I think I did open this. A Cosmo slot bot. People love these apparently. These are like expensive. Blacksmith Brandon pet. Repair up to 20 durability on up to 3 items every 60 seconds. Now that is awesome. That's awesome. Lucky mask. Oh, that would be huge too. So that works for gems, and then a harvester bot upgrade. Oh, plus XP, plus chance for 2 times crops, and minus 10% fuel. Okay, and then another baby auto harvester. So we're gonna hold on to this guy. We're gonna see if we can ever get a farming treasure upgrade, but I feel like that's pretty cool. But one thing I did want to look at is right here, down in our Autobots chest. We got this baby auto fisher. We also still have the auto harvester, which is for farming, and another normal auto harvester for farming. We can't seem to figure it out just yet at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do at some point or another is, it's funny because I literally just redid my base. I think I'm just going to use this as like a spawner area or something. I'm going to move the farming to either like above or below me, and redo that whole thing just based on stuff I've seen on other people's islands. That won't be a today thing, but we will be doing that. However, I did want to set up the auto fisher and kind of get working and doing some fishing stuff today, because I have this stone fishing rod level 6. I haven't done anything with it. It's level 6. I've maybe gone fishing like, I don't even know how many times. Very, very few times. So what I wanted to do was, I believe if I go to the science shop / science, excuse me, I can buy an infinite water bucket for 1. Oh, that takes a science block. Oh, never mind. Okay. You know what? We're actually doing really good in our science stuff. 9 of these makes a science block, but I'm not gonna buy it for that. And I know it's 64 of these creates another ingot, but I'm gonna keep the scraps. I'm gonna keep all that in there. What I'll end up doing, I guess, is I do have a bucket. So if I did like, oh, can I not get water from anywhere else? Ooh, that's tough. Let me see real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we grabbed a flight orb. I was able to grab the water from right here in this block, actually, but I can't place the bucket, so that's kind of funny. We also haven't done anything of this stuff yet. This is going to be for a future time, just because I'm still not really 100% sure how it works. So what I'm thinking is, for right now, you know what? Let's set up an area over here, maybe. I could set up a tiny little fishing area, and that way I could even do it like right here, just to get it done. You know what? Let me do that real quick. I'll do a tiny little time lapse while I get this set up, because it's really just a fishing hole. And then we'll get started and see how we can do this bot. Alright guys, we set up a little area here, so we just built a little thing around that. I know it's uneven, I don't really care, but we have this right here. That can be trash. So we have this right here, so if it says placed on an access island with the proper level to create a fishing bot. I think I can place this already. I don't know if I have access to it yet, but so it says it will automatically attempt to catch fish. So if I place it right here, yep. And we'll give it fuel. It will only catch up to tadpole. And it looks like it costs. Let's put this fuel in here. It costs 1 per action. So I'm interested to see how this works. But we're gonna start fishing with this guy, just to see what happens. It says like fish remaining. I need to find out if there's a proper way that we can store the stuff that it gives me, because I'm sure there is. I don't know if I have to buy a hopper in some way, but we'll figure it out. but I do want to try and level up this fishing rod. So I caught a fresh tadpole. They got a farmed tadpole. So then it looks like we get like combos. I'm not sure what exactly the combos do yet, but we'll sit here for a little bit. We're just gonna take a look at this fishing and see kind of what it does. We'll do this for a little bit, and then I'll return if something interesting happens, or if we level it up a little bit and get something going. So I'll be back. Alright guys, we just unlocked fishing skill level 2 for the island, so I can now fish up cod. So it looks like I'm fishing up cod and tadpole. Oh my gosh, look at that. I caught a fresh cod, tadpole. Okay, so that's really interesting. So I believe what's next on the island skill is just to get a bunch of cod. I don't think the tadpole matters anymore. I am at a combo of 82. I'm not sure what the combo does. However, I will say the time it takes for the fish to actually pop up has been getting way faster. So I'm assuming that's pretty much the whole thing of it. Not 100% certain, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'm getting like 2 times fresh cod now. That's great. That's so big. I'm also wondering what these sell for. I wonder if there's, you know, any use for them besides literally just selling them. I think I am probably just gonna try and sell it. Like, I'm already 40% of the way done with the salmon progress. That's awesome. And my fishing rod is all the way up to level 43. Some of the stuff we have is, oh, look at that. There's farmed cod and fresh cod. Interesting. I don't know the difference. I also ended up fishing up this little XP bottle, which is kind of interesting. I think it was called an artifact. So we'll have to learn more about that. I'll have to double check what the combo does, but I'm pretty sure it just makes it faster because this is going like really fast. I'm loving it because I feel like I'm not just like having to wait like a minute before something pops up like normal. So I actually really appreciate that that's how this version of it works. I also know that at some point I ended up getting yesterday, if you watched the other video, when I went to the adventure, I got one of those shards for like a fishing realm or something. And apparently I need like 27 of them. So hopefully at one point we can get all of those shards and see what's there. Artifact found, chainmail chestplate. Look at that. That's funny. Okay. So we can get some interesting stuff from this. It's only an elite socket, so we're not going to be taking it. Speaking of which, I did get some stuff on this one. I guess I'll show it in a sec. Let me, oh, you know what? We'll just catch a few more of these, and then I'll put everything away. We'll see how much the stuff sells for, and then we'll move on to the next task. Alright, we just did about 150 fishing in a row, which was a lot, so I want to see what we're working with. So we did get this 75 XP bottle. We don't need that, obviously, so we'll use that. What did we get to sell? We did get this chainmail chestplate. We actually don't need that, but it's cool that we fished it up. And then we got 24 of these farm tadpoles from the bot, so I want to sell that. Those 32 cents each. Okay, those were nothing. And then next we'll do the fresh tadpole. So I have literally 3 stacks of those exactly. Okay, so let's see how much these go for. That went for $6.50 each. That's actually solid. That's solid, man. Okay. And then I got the farmed cod. I'm not sure what the difference is for this. 64 cents each. Okay. Oh, that's from the bot, excuse me. Yeah. And then what I fish up myself, I've got just about 2.5 stacks of these. So the tadpoles sold for 6.5. These sell for 12, double what the tadpoles sell for. Awesome. That's actually pretty decent money. That is really decent money. We'll have to figure out, like I said, a way to keep this guy going and like to store this stuff, because he also uses fuel really quickly. So I think the main thing I need to do is I need to figure out a way to automize and store my fuel. I think that's probably priority number one. But up until that point, I mean, I can try and figure something out. I did want to take a look at the science shop and see if there's a way for me there to, let's see, if I go to science shop, yeah, if we take a look at this, there's a bunch of stuff on this 4th row that I'm really interested in. And that's number one, there's a mutated mob spawner, which is, I'll need that eventually. Next is for 1 block, it's an auto gem tinkerer. So that means if I can I do the gems here, I can like get the XP and the dust for them here, which I don't think I need that. So that is not a priority. This costs 2 ingots, the auto tinkerer. That one might actually not be bad since I buy so many books. So that's only 2 ingots, so we have enough for that. There's also this mini collection chest. A miniature chest with the magical ability to pick up selected items in the same chunk. Okay, so I could do that. But I also could do the hopper. It only costs 32 science scraps. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy one. Paid 32 scraps for that, which is fine. So we have a hopper. Now let me do this. If I go here and let's make 2 chests, I can make a double chest. Let's see what happens if, just for example, oh, you know what? I gotta place it like that, and then I gotta place it like that. Let's see what happens. No, that doesn't work. You know what? I was really hoping that would work. Let's, this is tough. This is really tough. Let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna look over some stuff. I might go visit a few islands to see some of the ways that people automize their fuel, if I can find one. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what I can do here. I'll move this stuff for the time being. So I get to keep the hopper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me see what I can find, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find anything at the moment, so gonna have to do some research on that off camera on an episode. But you know what? I figured I could try, just to test, for the sake of testing things out, I can try this mini collection chest. So that costs 4 science ingots. So let's get 4 of those. That's an expensive cost, man. We're gonna try it anyway. I'm sure I can use it at some point in the future. So we have a miniature collection chest. Okay, let's see what happens. How do I show the chunks? I know that. What if I just placed it like? You know what? Let's get some blocks here. We'll build a tiny little platform out here. What if I place this right there? Right click this to edit which items it can pick up. It can barely hold anything. Wow. Okay. That is not good. That's really interesting. I'm kind of unsure how to go about this. That's tough. That's very tough. You know what? I genuinely don't know. I really don't. I don't know what should be the strategy here. We are gonna smelt some more logs. just to get that out of the way, because I am going to need to start collecting more charcoal. Get another stack of logs. There we go. We can throw all this back in here, but yeah, I'm very confused. I'm gonna have to do some research and see if I can find a way that people are automizing their fuel, because it's definitely something that I need to work on. And another reason, not only just do I want to get storage for that stuff, I want to get my trophies up for this league, you know? So I don't have a mining bot yet. I now have the fishing bot. I wonder how that works. Oh, you know what else we didn't look at? We didn't look at the fishing level. So we did the tadpoles, which unlocked the cod, and we only needed 100 tadpoles on level 5, which we are right now. Next one, we need to be on level 7, and we need 250 cod caught. So we'll definitely get the cod caught before then, because we were catching a lot with like the bonuses. Which, yeah, I didn't show that either. So I did unlock the elite socket, and then right now I have a 1% chance to earn a 2x combo, which is fine. A 1% better artifact rarity, so that could be decent, I guess, because that's how I got the XP bottle and the chest plate. And then there's also a 2% chance to not count towards the fish out, which I believe is just when that hole runs out of fish. And then also a +3 bonus fish catch, which is why I'm getting like 4 fish per catch. So I wonder, yeah, it still says 149 fish remaining, so I'm not sure how that resets, if at all. Again, we'll have to find that out, but let's take a look at some other things. You know what I could do is I could take a look at this farming stuff, specifically the beehive. So let's go in the farming chest. I've got 25 empty honeycombs. If I take a look at this, look at this. We've got 100 pollen stored in here. So I know that I can hold honeycombs. I can hold up to 100. And I think I left click whenever I have filled honeycombs. So if I click these, that puts 25 right there. I have 100 pollen, so I can right click to convert all of it into 10 filled honeycombs. So let's do that. Okay, so there's still 15 empty, and now we have 10 filled buckwheat honeycombs. Then I can remove these if I want to. So it says filled honeycomb is used to add XP to your beehive and progress its level. Okay, so I guess I can add, let's apply 1. Let's see how much it does. It only does 1 XP. Wow. Okay. You know what then? Let's just apply all of it and see what happens. All right, up to 10. So, okay, nothing changed. So we need 50 of those to level it up. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. I really do just need to figure out what I'm gonna do for that stuff right here. You know, like I said, like I can collect this. I wonder what happens when got another trophy for it. Cool. All right, and it does stay as the mini collection chest, so I don't think I'm gonna use that at the moment. It doesn't seem to be of value. I'll put that there for the time being, but up until then, I heard from... Why'd this guy turn around? He's fishing the wrong way. Okay. Let's break him. I want him to face this... that way. There we go. Let's have him fish. Keep going. That's weird. I don't know why he turned around. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep smelting this stuff, but up until then, I mean, I feel like there's not really much I need to do at the moment. I still need to work on my armor, obviously. I have so much XP, so need to get a better chest plate. So I could figure out what chest plate I want to be using. I think I only have legendaries, which is fine. Legendaries are good. I have the godly and basic legs, and then the boots and the helmet I need some of as well. So I do have the godly helmet again, so I can reset that helmet right there with enchants, or I can try and add some to my current set. And then boots, I've got godly boots that I can eventually work on. So we're not going to worry about that for now. We have some of the gear that we need. We just need to get the enchants for it, which is no biggie at all. Well, I say that now, but who knows how long it'll take me to get some enchants. One thing I do want to do at one episode is see how much XP it will cost to get a max level enchant. For example, like an Unbreaking 3 or an Efficiency 5, which I actually did end up getting one. So I'm probably going to apply that to my... No, I'll save that. I'll save that for another episode. But I did end up getting one of those. Very lucky the other day. It took forever. And I also believe I got... What did I get? Like I've got some Fire Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Blast Protection 4. I got this. I got a Smite 5 book. That is huge. So, not sure if we're going to put that on our sword or our axe. Not sure yet, but I would love to get some of those, some max level enchants. I really need to do the research and see what like the chances are of getting those, and some other things like that. But I mean, there's not really that much I wanted to do this episode. I just kind of wanted it to be a chill one after having such a chaotic, last episode going into the adventure, and we will definitely be doing that again. I just don't really have time this morning, which is fine. What is it right there? All right, look at that. We've got 20 chicken spawners, and then we have 10, 20, 30, 40... 42 rabbit spawners. So I mean, we're doing really good. We're having a ton of chickens for doing our island quests, which is great. I'm excited to actually let's take a look at the island. Oh no, excuse me, island skills. I wanted to take a look at this. So farming, here's where we're at for farming. We unlocked the glowberries, so we need 250 total glowberries grown, and we need island level 6. So we're pretty close to unlocking potatoes. I am gonna make a whole new layout soon of just a different base layout, which is kind of funny because I literally just did that a few episodes ago and revamped the whole thing. But after seeing other people's bases, I can definitely make it look a whole lot nicer. Excuse me. With another, just like pretty much a flat platform, and then just keep it like going up in levels. So I think that's something that we're definitely going to look into. But we're coming up on the potatoes, which is great. As for the Slayer, I've killed a ton of chickens, but we need island level 8 until we can get the cows. So that's definitely going to be a priority, is continuing to level up our island as fast as possible. And figuring out the best ways to do that. And that will include setting up a big farm so that way we can really do that well. And then if we go to mining, I'm not sure what's next. We just need island level 8 for the coal resource nodes as well. Okay, so that's also huge. That's also very big. Okay, and then for fishing, right, we were right here. We needed 250 total cod, and we need island level 7. So that is something we'll get to, but up until then, I mean, it's really going to be a lot of just trying to do some quests on the island. Like, we'll see if I can get like a little slaying one right here. Yeah, I can maybe get the 3-star on this. It's always like really iffy because it goes so freaking fast. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be doing stuff like this, and I would love to do some more adventures. Like I said, I am going away, so I will have my laptop that I might be able to do some stuff on. Not sure if any or how much, but I would love to try and do some like basic adventures on there this weekend if I could, or at minimum just start leveling up the island and spam quests. Oh, I got that in 2. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be taking a lot of a decent bit of time, I would say. Gonna do some research as soon as I can to figure out the best ways to, 1, automize the coal, 2, figure out how the farming bot works, and also set up the farming areas. Obviously we'll have to do a little revamp for that, but I'm gonna need to do some off-camera work there. All right. Didn't get that. Yeah, it goes so quickly. It's crazy, man. It is so crazy. All right, a little elite quest. I'm happy with that. I'm also fine with it because it gives me the excuse to kill some of these 15,000 mobs that are on my island, you know. But we're also rocking at just about a $60,000 balance, which is not like good in the overall scheme of things, but for me, I'm pretty happy with it. So we're gonna continue to see what are good ways to make money. It looks like the fishing was actually pretty decent, so maybe we'll keep doing that. But I mean, up until then, we kind of just I really just need to do some research and figure out how to best do things and how people usually you know, if people are going at a slower pace, or even if they're not, figure out the ways that people would go about doing things if they were in my shoes as a solo player and a free-to-play player. You know, because all these teams and islands have so many people there that all share the workload, and they just do so much all at once. It's crazy. So it's definitely a learning curve on my end just because of that. So like I said before, maybe we'll end up joining another island at some point, maybe for another season, but another season won't happen for a long time. But I mean, I don't know if I can join multiple islands or not. I'll probably still focus on my main one, but if I ever did that, but I would love to see if I could get some people recruited to the island here. It would just have to, you know, be different in terms of, like, you know, the things that people can access, because I wouldn't want them accessing all my gems and stuff. That is not something that I'm willing to do. Like, they can keep all their stuff that they get, I guess, but as long as the stuff on the island is being progressed, that's fine for me. Mine, I can do this quickly. I know that I can do this quickly. I've done this multiple times, so I can definitely get the 3-star on this one, which is great. And then we'll pick up that fuel right there. There's so much fuel sitting there. That's what I'm saying, man. I need so much of the freaking... Okay, we do it again. I just need so much of the automation and like storage, because it just drops all of it right there, and nothing can happen with it if I'm not here, which is really annoying. But you know, something we got to work with. So I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a good way to do it. Ooh, this one is not happening. Okay, yeah, this one's not happening. So let's sell a bunch of this stuff. Get $1,000 for the chicken there. A few $100 from those. The rabbit hide, I don't know how much that sells for. Nothing. And then we can sell this cooked rabbit as well. I do have plenty of food for when I go to the adventures, which has kind of like been a main thing for me. Let's get that charcoal. Put it down there, and then we'll put the fuel up there as well. And then one thing I want to do is I want to get more logs and planks. And then we'll put these guys back up there. Keep those smelting. Then we can put this back away. But yeah, I mean, I really feel like that's going to do it. I kind of just have to figure out the best way to go about things. So I'm going to do some research. I'm going to see what I can find. I'm really hoping that I can get some answers from some kind people. So I'm going to check around in their Discord. Also maybe look up a few YouTube videos just to see some other creators and see some of the strategies that they may use, if I can find any. Maybe Waffles has some stuff on his channel that he kind of goes into for that. I know this is obviously his server and it's not his first season playing it, so I might have to go back to like an older season to do that. Or just take a look at some of his island at the moment and see what stuff he has set up. But I think that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. There wasn't really much to get done today. Just kind of wanted to do some basic stuff since I didn't have much time this morning, but I feel like that was some much needed progress to do. It was very minimal, but we are learning about things that work and things that don't. We were able to get the auto fishing bot set up, although it hasn't generated any trophies for us. I don't know how good it is for XP, but I've been told that it's pretty good, so I'm happy that we got that nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, we seem all right for now. Just got to figure that stuff out, like I said, and then we'll be on our way. But I appreciate anyone who's coming in and watching the video, and I'll do some research. I'll see if I can get these uploads scheduled for a certain time, but I'm looking forward to coming back home next week, and then we'll get some more videos up. So I appreciate it, and see you guys in the next one. Thanks.